Hey guys, Jano Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, we have got, as you can see, winter going on here. We are in the middle of February. I don't know what the day is, the date, it's sometime middle of February. We've had some Arctic weather move in down here in Appalachia. We're in the northern part of Appalachia in southern Ohio where I live. We got, I don't know, maybe 10 inches of snow roughly on the ground. That's not a lot of snow for a lot of folks, but for us down here, it's quite a bit of snow. And the big thing is the temperatures right now. I'm not sure exactly what the temperature is, but it is well below, holy crap, it's cold outside. And in the next coming days, it's going to get even colder, and we're going to be in the, oh my God, it's freaking cold outside, cold. So I think they said that they're calling for wind chills close to 30 below zero. And again, for a lot of you folks up there in the North Country, that's not a big deal. You deal with that all the time. But I don't have Arctic gear, um, so we do the best we can. We have just regular old hillbilly keep you warm type stuff. And I don't know how ancient Indians and Eskimos and all that kind of stuff keep warm using other things because, well, I'm a white dude. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, I've dressed as warm as I can with several layers. I've got my hood and the stocking hat and all that kind of stuff on. But we can go in the house to stay warm. We've got the firewood, we've got the heat exchanger in the furnace, and so on and so forth. This video is going to be some of the things that we have done around here to keep ourselves warm and to keep our animals and everybody warm and alive through these really cold times. For animals outside, this is deadly cold, and you got to really pay attention to what you're doing and the care that you're giving them so that you can keep your animals alive. Especially, we have babies now. We have baby chickens, and we have baby bunnies, and we have the baby pig, and we got to give them extra attention every day, several times a day, to make sure that they have what they need to allow them to survive this really cold couple of weeks that we're into. First thing is our house, our windows. As I made the video, I think last year or sometime, the bubble wrap. We have bubble wrap on all of our windows in the house, and it really does make a difference in the amount of cold air that comes through our windows. We don't have a real expensive house. We don't have real expensive windows. They're not the uber efficient ones, and the bubble wrap really, really helps. It helps them a lot. Secondly, we've got our doors pulled tight and locked because whenever you lock the door, it seals it up a little bit further, especially on ours. The way that our double wide here is manufactured, when you pull it up tight and you lock it, that keeps it in place. Same thing with your windows. It helps keeps it closed tight to keep some of that air from seeping in. We also leave one of our sinks not running full wide open, but not necessarily just dripping. We leave it to where as you turn the sink on real slow, when the water stops drip, 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 and it makes a solid, little bitty solid stream. When it first does that, that's where I leave my water open at. And I would rather pay an extra $4 or $5 on next month's water bill than to have to deal with frozen, busted pipes. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way. And if the water is running, then you're not going to, have your pipes frozen. Speaking of frozen water, the solar panel heater that I use, remember the little heater, the immersion heater that I put for the chickens out there to keep the water frozen? It will not work when it is this cold. So if you have that set up in your chicken house and it gets to be, below zero, that little solar panel and that little heater is not going to be able to keep that water thawed. It's just too cold. It's just too cold. It can't produce that kind of heat. So you're going to have to get out and take them fresh, warm water a couple of times a day so that they can drink. Also, we give everybody extra feed, especially in the evening time, and that allows them, especially the chickens, and well, everybody, as a matter of fact, that allows, as they're eating and drinking, their body is working to digest the food, and that helps them create body temperature and body heat, and it helps keep them warm, and especially in the chicken house. Days like today, I won't open up my chicken house because they're not going to come outside anyway. It's just too cold. Uh, and with this amount of snow on the ground, they're not into that. So we'll keep them closed up. We'll make sure they got plenty of fresh water and plenty of scratch, crack corn, and feed. That way they can eat at their own leisure, drink, and digest, and produce more body heat in order to stay warm. So just a couple of quick tips. We'll show you some things that we did here on our rabbit cages. These are our outside rabbit cages. This is just a big vinyl tarp type thing that we've got attached and covered to the front of them that keeps the wind off of them. The wind chill is important, and the cold it'll kill your stock. It'll kill your animals. So keeping the wind off of them is half of the battle. So we've got this right here pulled down to keep the wind and the snow off of them and off of their cages. That also allows for the body heat that they create to stay inside. That's why I like the little nest boxes that we've got built in. We cram them full of hay and straw, and that helps keep them warm. This one down here, this female right in this top cage here, she's got some baby bunnies in her nest box. And what we did with her little nest box here, we're going to take a quick pick-a-loo here, is we put extra straw and extra hay, and then we took dryer lint from the dryer and we put it all around the little baby buns. You can see them right there moving around. We put dryer lint all around them. That's all extra insulation. With their own body heat and the heat from their mother, they are doing just fine. And we have baby bunnies that are alive and well when it's 20 below in winter. So for the folks who are having difficulties keeping the rabbits warm and alive, just simple little things like draping the tarp over the front of their cages to keep the wind off of them. Also making sure that they have liquid water, not frozen, and plenty of food. That'll help generate body heat, and that'll be able to keep them warm. So let's go up here. We'll take a look at the brooder box and show you the baby chickies that are still alive and kicking and doing well. And we'll go from there, I guess. Okay guys, this is our brooder box for our chickies. It is made out of a old refrigerator box we built a wooden frame around it. It's got styrofoam and plastic all around it. It does a really good job of keeping our babies warm. What we did was we blocked it off halfway. We put an extra lamp in here for the extra heat, and we need to change the water out. But so far, they're doing good. Even the little bitty bitties that we just hatched out a couple of days ago are warm and healthy and doing just fine. Like I said, we will switch out their water here directly, clean it out. But the styrofoam and the cardboard and the plastic does a real good job of keeping the heat in. We have this one area up here that is open to vent air so the fresh air can circulate through, and they're doing just fine. And this is a great way to reuse pallet wood and an old refrigerator box, or if you have an old water heater box or any kind of a large cardboard box and some styrofoam, you can build you one heck of a winter brooder and keep your stock alive and happy. So a couple little tips. Like I said, we're going to be ready now to go out to the big barn where our big rabbits are. They're inside, so obviously they're doing well. Everything's fine up there. And the chicken house, there's really nothing to show you about the chicken house except a house full of chickens. But we're going to make sure that they have water, liquid water, a couple times a day, and make sure that they have plenty of food and scratch grains for the chickens, because their gizzard will grind up the corn and help keep them warm. So like I said, guys, not an Arcticologist dude, not a winter time expert or any of that kind of stuff. This is just things that we do to keep our home, our family, and our livestock warm, happy, and healthy. So hope this helps. You guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay warm. Be safe. God bless. Oh, the alcohol stoves with the alcohol cans and the paper towels and the toilet papers work really well to bump up the heat in your house. We're using the crap out of ours. We've gone through, I don't know, probably almost a gallon of alcohol, and we've been using them now for right at about a month, off and on, here and there. So if you find an old paint can and a half a roll of paper towels, or a little paint can and a roll of toilet paper, it does work. It does work well. Please be careful when you're using it. Don't burn down your house. But if used properly and used safely, it is a really good way to put some extra BTUs inside your house. So, okay, now, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay warm. God bless. In the end. Buzz, buzz. The end.